The purpose of this presentation is to provide a review of the software design document created for the Software Engineering Project Course Semester 2 2015. Our group number is UG10 and I am David Thomas. The purpose of this software design document is to provide sufficient information regarding the planning, analysis and implementation of the MESA mapping robot project in both hardware and software aspects. This document displays the structure of the software system in order to satisfy the requirements set out in the software requirement specification document, which has been previously submitted. First draft of this document was submitted on the 8th of October 2015, and it contains an explanation of all major design decisions, as well as being followed by a brief discussion of the reasoning behind them. It also contains an evaluation of the software architecture included, as well as a discussion of potential alternatives and the implications that these would have for the project. However, some elements of the document, such as the diagrams in section 5, are lacking explanation in text, which could help to make them clearer and easier to understand for people who are not familiar with those conventions. The document explains how changes to the design are properly managed. However, at the same time, there is no discussion of the review process that we have put in place to be able to handle such changes. The document explains how changes to the design are properly managed. However, there is no in-depth discussion of the design review process that we have put in place that enables us to handle these changes as they arise. Similarly, the software structure is discussed in quite a lot of detail, but there is no explanation of the resource estimates for the project. There is a logical data model shown and explained in the document, however the physical model is only implied. The various system elements of the project have been created and laid out with regard to the operation of the various functional elements in the final product and their requirements. There is a detailed description and explanation of the system architecture, including alternatives to these and their flexibility in light of upcoming changes that may happen. This includes hardware, software, database and communications aspect of the architecture. Our group views this as complete. All of the requirements are covered, as well as an examination of various architectural views. The software design document contains an examination of several of the non-functional requirements and how these relate to the project. However, the document as a whole lacks systematic coverage of the relationship between aspects of the software's architecture and design and the individual requirements that force those design decisions. Future versions of the document should contain more of this information. In conclusion, the document contains a complete and detailed architectural overview for the software project. However, it needs more detail on aspects of the design and data model, in particular explanations of the diagrams in section 5, and it needs a more structured approach to explaining how various requirements are being met in regards to the design decisions encountered through the project. Thank you for your time. This concludes the presentation. Thank you for your time.